All right, welcome back. Millions of Americans deal with dementia and Alzheimer's, and joining me now on the show to talk about how one organization is treating that is Brian and Crystal from Amedisys Hospice. Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having us.
Let's talk about what you've done to deal with people that are dealing with dementia and Alzheimer's.
So basically, one of the things that is a big struggle with Alzheimer's and any dementia type of disorder is the behaviors and the agitation and anxiety that come a lot of times with that disease process. And they can be tough to deal with. And a lot of times the go-to has been medications, things to reduce those symptoms. However, we have developed a program that is based on non-pharmacological interventions that can help reduce those behaviors. Things like weighted blankets, tactile stimulation with these activity pads. One big one that we have has actually been a music therapy program. Music has been shown to help increase memory recall. It has been shown to reduce behaviors. You know, a lot of times if you can take an Alzheimer's patient who has, you know, a love for music and get a genre that they really particularly are interested in, it can help them reduce those behaviors and the anxiety that's often associated with the disease.
And Brian, I like this because you're not using medication, right?
Yes.
This is all stuff that you're hands-on.
Absolutely. Medication is a big deal right now. Opioid crisis is nationwide. So anything we can do instead of throwing another pill at it to help calm those anxieties and those fears, we'd love to do that first as a go-to.
How can people, do you have a need for stuff like this?
Oh, absolutely.
Drop off, what can they do?
You know, we always need hospice volunteers. A lot of these things can be handmade. Now, these are not, but there are a whole lot of different, like positioning pillows, things like that. Even these activity blankets can be made by volunteers. So we're always looking for volunteers that are interested, not just in the office making these things, but sitting and actually doing patient care, hands-on, reading Bible scriptures, different things that they're interested in.
Absolutely. Let me ask you a question. How do you know when it's time to go into a hospice situation?
Absolutely. That's the number one question that all families deal with, for sure. And the number one thing our families tell us is they wish they would have had us sooner. So as soon as their doctor recommends and talks to them about hospice potentially being an option, have that conversation. Let us come talk to you. Because the worst case, you may not be ready now, but you have more information now than you did yesterday. And when you're ready as a patient and a family, then we're ready for you, but we want to be able to give that information to them.
Because that's obviously a major decision in someone's life. And you guys are doing God's work over there, I'm telling you, because that's, you know, a lot of families are dealing with some tough stuff. I think we have a full screen graphic on the location. I don't know if we have that or not. There you go. You got one, that's just one of your locations. I've learned that you guys are all over the place.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
We're nationwide.
And so if you want to get involved, if someone wants to drop off some music or a blanket, how can they do that?
They sure can. I mean, anything that the community wants to be involved in, we can find ways for them to help out with this initiative, for sure.
And of course, if you have any questions whether or not hospice is right for you right now, just give them a call. We appreciate you guys coming on.
Thank you so much.
All right, plenty more ahead. Stick around.